how to use the heat press oven. So before you do anything, you have to turn on the water and the air. So this valve right here, turn it up. And then this valve back here, turn it horizontal. And next we're gonna turn on the oven, or the heat press, and we're gonna turn on the hydraulic pump. And we'll wait for it to boot up. Alright, so to set up a program, you hit recipe maintenance. User is 1, and password is also 1, and then hit enter. So we're gonna edit a recipe. You can put in which one you want to edit right here. We're just gonna do recipe 10. So this is the initial step. If there's nothing that has to happen before the process starts, just hit next. So this is the first step. And this step, typically you just put the pressure on without changing the temperature. So it takes 60 seconds to ramp up to 4.1 tons of pressure. We'll keep the temperature the same. Accept the changes. Now we're at segment 2. This is where we want to ramp the pressure up. So right now it's saying that the temperature is going to 250 degrees on the top and the bottom, and it's going to take 5,250 seconds to get there. Everything goes by seconds. And then the clamp force is still at 4.1, so we're going to keep that force the entire time. Accept the changes. This is another segment. This one lasts 3,600 seconds, and this one just holds the temperature. So in the previous step we were ramping up, in this step we were just holding the temperature. Accept the changes. Now we're dropping the temperature back to 85 degrees on the top and the bottom, and this is going to take this amount of time. And then we end. So we'll go to main. So when you're ready to run the recipe, we'll go to recipe maintenance, cycle overview, and then put in which recipe we want to run. Now, your part will be inside of this oven, and it's important to realize how tall your part is, because we need to adjust these sensors. For example, if your part is very thin, 13 is a good initial point. What these sensors do is they determine where the bottom part is going to start slowing down once it gets past those sensors. So to move the clamps, you push both of these at the same time, and once it gets past the sensor that we set, it'll slow down automatically. So right now it's slowing down. Go ahead and hit this to unseal it. If you hit this yellow one once, it's going to open it up again. So if you start closing it and you realize something's going wrong, just hit this yellow and it'll open. So if your part is thick, then you need to set this knob down further, and you want to have about a 1/2 inch of clearance from the top of your part to the top of this plate before it starts slowing down, or as it starts slowing down. And so you measure it by, it'll start slowing down once this surface right here passes this sensor. So that's your measurement, and that's how you have to tell how low this has to go. So once the part is in and everything is ready to go, you're going to close the clamps, and then once it does close all the way and the part starts moving up on itself, you're going to turn this on, and that's going to start heating up the plates, and the cycle will start automatically. so you don't need to push anything else. Once the cycle started, it'll run completely. Once it finishes, the clamps will open by themselves, and then you just have to shut off the water in the air.